Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr. My name is Wilfred. So in this episode, I'd like to take on a seasonal boss mission, which is level 115. The highest I've got so far is 15 level above me. I'm playing the Tech Priest. This is one of the builds that I've come up with, which is using one of a kind of like one of the type kind of construct to give the sense of diversity, as well as being able to take advantage of some of the perks as well as itemization to make this build work. Now, just a little bit of context is that because I'm kind of having all the different type of construct, it is quite impossible to get all my construct weaponry to the highest kind of level. As you know, leveling up the weapons take quite a lot of materials, especially if you are playing multiple types of construct. Then the setback is it is a very expensive build. So the level of my weapons for the constructs are 90, so it is not 100 yet. It's 90. And I can see the potential of this build, because if I can get beyond 90 for the level of the weaponries, I think this build has a pretty good potential. The kill time should be much better. Now, this is an edited video, of course. The whole duration takes a little bit time because the damage dealt is only around 2.2% of the potential, what my build can do. This is just how the game work when it comes to higher difficulties, is that you deal much lesser damage and you suffer much higher damage. So the damage suffer is 938%, which is pretty high as well. And there are other kind of like hazard. I start with 1 life, and killing enemies, it will add up more life to a maximum of 4. So that's about it. And also certain hit resist for the normal enemy, more normal enemy as well as hard enemy get 109% HP bonus against me. So those are the hazards I picked when I picked the Terra card. All in all, I think it is pretty cool. What I do as a Tech Priest, as you see in this video, is very much making sure that I'm tagging the enemies around me with the poison damage, because once the enemy is poisoned, together with the weapon I have, as well as the enchant with my gear and the construct, it will get a massive bonus against the enemy with the those enemy who are poisoned. So my role is just ensure that the enemies are being poisoned, I would say. And with my the gun that I've got, the shooting rate, the rate of shooting is very high, so it's really easy to just tag everything, and there's no overheat kind of like mechanism. It's just about ammo. So once the ammo is gone, you just need to reload, or you can manually reload as well. That's fine. And only in situation whereby I'm dealing with the boss or especially the summoner, then I need to designate a target to one single target, and that can get a little bit dangerous, because that means that my Tech Priest need to move forward a little bit to concentrate on designating a target. And if I see any enemy come near my Tech Priest, usually that will mean like there's the alarm kind of like on me, because I need to move around quickly, not taking too much damage. I need to stay alive to deal damage. And I think by and large the pets or the constructs are pretty durable, I would say. I put quite a fair bit of points against the passive as well as the enchant that I can use to make my construct stronger. Having said that, I'm using mostly offensive modules when it comes to the gearing for the construct, because I feel that it is important to have a very strong kind of like DPS output, because the faster you kill, obviously the lesser damage that you receive from the enemies around you. So so that is the kind of pushing that I've got. When it comes to tougher kind of content, meaning that like this kind of plus 15 and also against tougher enemies like the villain or even bosses, I see that the construct tend to get destroyed, especially the Siloy and also destroy as well, because both of these are kind of like weaker construct. robot is the most durable one. Usually the robot can just that is basically my last construct standing, to be honest. Turret, those are fine. I think it's pretty durable as well. And the Vanguard is surprisingly durable, which is, you can't see it in the hotbar here, but I summoned it through the second set. So yeah, all in all, pretty fun time. I've got quite a number of upgrade recently, and because of the server migration, kind of like a little bit of hiccup that the developer had, some of the progress that people have lost cannot be restored, but instead we were given a whole bunch of currency and loot and tarot card, like 50 of them, as a compensation, I would say, which is, I think it's pretty nice of them to do that, because I think those items, those materials and so on, is kind of more than enough to compensate, together with the buff that increase the XP as well as the loot quality tremendously. So I guess what the developer is saying is that if you give them a chance and just play a little bit on the new server, then you gain back what you've lost and more, because of the XP buff as well as the loot buff, which I think is a good gesture. I think it's a really good gesture. I hope that people do understand when it comes to this kind of migration, that something may go wrong anyway. So yeah, I mean that is cool. What have I planned for my Tech Priest moving forward? So I think I've dabbled into the laser build. I've done a little bit of the turret build as well, which not on the screen, but just on my own. And I come to the realization that I think I would want to continue building up this particular kind of build, and to be able to push a little bit further through the gearing, as well as through the leveling of the weaponry of the construct. So just stay tuned. It will. I hope that I'll just keep pushing and pushing, and if I can reach 120, I think that will be my kind of goal. But that would take a while to get there, because you can only do like 1% damage. Which would mean that the dungeon is going to take a very long time to complete if I'm not able to find any other way to increase the DPS. But I mean, I'll see how it goes from there. Meanwhile, from a game perspective, before the expansion is out, the DLC is out, which is going to be either late summer or early fall, the Sister of Sabato, Space Nun per se, I may roll an assassin, because that is the last hero, last class that I do not have the level 100. And also I would like to choose a radical path to get my 100% completion on the achievement before the sisters are out, at least, I've got the bread that, yeah, I mean, I've completed this game, in a way, from an achievement point of view, Steam achievement. All right, so stay tuned, and thank you very much for tuning in. Any question, any query, any request you have, feel free to drop me a note at the comment box below, and may the Emperor bless you with all this good loot and good experience. Bye.